Have you ever heard the saying that practice makes perfect? Well, guess what? That is not true. And I'll tell you why. Take it for example, you're working on a specific skill, but you are doing it incorrectly, or you are just, not as efficient as you could be. You are actually practicing on making that imperfect technique permanent. And that could actually be more of a detriment to your performance in the long run. Hi, I'm Elise, professional athlete and sports performance coach for G2G Sports Academy, and I help athletes take their game to the next level by helping them maximize their potential, body, mind, and spirit. So when it comes to the body, and athletic performance and sports performance, I see so many athletes thinking that practice makes perfect, and they are training over and over and over. Nothing wrong with that. I am so glad that they are actually putting in that work. The problem though is not their effort or their intention. The problem is their technique, because if they don't work on honing in that efficiency, that good technique and skill, they're not going to be as efficient in the long run, and that's what we want. So the problem with being inefficient is meaning you could be wasting time, you could be wasting energy, you could be slower, you could be less explosive, you could actually not be as skilled technically, or not look as skilled because you've been practicing a wrong technique, or you've been working on a inefficient movement or working or landing in an incorrect position to where you are increasing the risk of injury. So there's a lot of problems with just practicing without having that good coaching to give you that feedback. And that's what I want to encourage you today, because many athletes that I see as a coach, and having played at the professional level as an athlete, and having started with track and field from a very young age to work on that good form and technique, really did set me up for success as I grew up and went through, from 10 on. I competed nationally in track and field, and the reason for that took my performance from an okay athlete to actually competing at the national level was form and technique. Actually, I had a coach come up to me, and actually my dad, saying, she could be a lot faster if she worked on improving her form. And guess what? He was right. And that's the same thing I want to encourage you guys with today. Whether you are a track and field athlete or a multi-directional sport athlete like soccer, football, basketball, lacrosse, tennis, whatever it may be, your sport has specific types of movements that you utilize. And yes, you can go through a bunch of drills and work on doing that more, but that doesn't mean that you're going to make that movement perfect. That means you're making that movement permanent. And you've got to ask yourself, if you're going to be putting in that time and energy, wouldn't you want that coaching feedback to where it's actually making you a better player in the long run than pretty much wasting all that time and energy that you're putting in now without that coaching feedback that's not going to make you as good of a player in the long run? I don't know about you, but I'd rather start now and use my time wisely and have that coaching feedback. So if you want feedback on your form, on if you're efficient, or if there are any energy leaks or anything that could be holding you back in your performance, wouldn't you want help with that? If that is you, I would love to be able to set up a time to connect with you and see what we can do to create a game plan strategy to pinpoint what areas you need help with, and so that you can get training that will get you the results and get that coaching feedback in the long run. If that is you, direct message me, game plan, and we'll set up a free time to chat with a coaching session and see how I can best help you take your game to the next level. Looking forward to connecting with you soon.